It's Owen, and as you can hear, I've been teaching all week, my voice is out, and I'm with actually the most evil man in the entire universe, ever, of all time. The most cruel, vicious, horrible man, villain you've ever seen. Julien Blanc, oh no!
I thought we could do a video just kind of hammering on the other side of the typical cliche, like go live your dream. You know, you'll see tons of videos like this, like don't let people tell you what to do. You do you, whatever that is. You know, if your parents say this, if society says this, if your friends say this, fuck them. Do what you want to do, follow your dream, follow your path, follow your purpose, so on and so forth.
And the implication of that being, drop out of school, quit your job, move somewhere, and fuck it all to try to do this. Put yourself into a difficult situation or even burn the boats in order to do it.
And to be fair too, I made videos talking about this, and there are definitely amazing points in that, and all of that is accurate. However, I do want to touch on the other side here because it's easy to hear that and then just go about it and fuck up your life. You know, not be smart about it. Just take it way too far. It's like burn the boats, fuck you everyone, like fuck the family, fuck the friends, fuck the job, and you end up homeless and you end up miserable and not happy at all.
To begin by unpacking this, if you can handle the 13-year-old version of Owen, I'll try my best here. What they say in self-development is that most of us get caught in a rut. We get caught in a job that we don't like, that sucks, or maybe even worse, a job that we kind of like is decent, or maybe a relationship that we kind of like, or living somewhere that we kind of like. That's almost even worse, right? Because the enemy of the best is good, as they say. Tony Robbins says that. So a way to get out of that is you do what's called burning the boats. Now, burning the boats is an old Greek idea where back in like the days of Homer, like the Odyssey and the Iliad, the Greeks would get to an island that they want to take over, and they want to like take over a city. So the best way to do it is they burn the boats that they boated in on. So now they're fighting for their life. And when you're fighting for your life, it actually opens up different potentials in you that you never knew you had. So let's say in say dating a relationship, say for a guy, right? If you're going home every night to that same girl who you're kind of into but not that into, you cuddle with her, you have sex, your brain kind of stays in a coma. Or say you go to that job, it's kind of like comforting. Your brain stays sort of like in this autopilot daze. But if you just say fuck it and you quit, all of a sudden you have no choice. It's like being dropped in the middle of the woods. You gotta walk out. So it wakes you up, right? And that's a very, very powerful thing. So that's where the argument of saying, fuck it all, quit your job, dump your girlfriend, drop out of school, that could be a very, very powerful tool to wake up parts of your DNA that are the survival parts, that are super powerful, that, you know, that make you do things you could never, ever do. So that's kind of the plus side of burning the boats, right? But the thing is, there's also limitations to this. I have a buddy, smart guy. And he was doing an import business, and also he was teaching some self-help. This guy is crazy smart. I view this guy easily as a peer of me and you. He could be smarter than me or you. And he comes to me, he's in his late 20s, early 30s. He says, Owen, I'm gonna become an actor. Now, this puts me in this super fucked up position, because now I've gotta be the dream killer going, bro, you're not gonna be a fucking actor. God, why? Just no, stop. That is so fucking disrespectful to motherfuckers that have been acting since they're 5 years old. They can do every goddamn accent. They can cry in command. They can sing. They can dance. They've been doing it for decades. Dude, just because you're like kind of good looking and smart and you had a dream of having all these people sucking your dick, it doesn't mean that you're just gonna become a fucking actor. What the fuck, dude? What the fucking fuck? That is so fucking disrespectful. Now the problem is, there's always that one guy that did. There is that one guy that at 30 was like, you know what? I just want my dick sucked all day by fans. Oh, I'm gonna be an actor. And then it happens, right? And then you get into all this metaphysical shit like, well, maybe it's God's destiny. And I saw an acting book on the ground and blah, blah, blah. All this fucking bullshit. So, and paradoxically, but maybe it could be true. Maybe he's really gonna make it. So I'm in the unenviable position of being like this dream killer guy that's going, dude, you don't have a background in that. It's too late. But anytime that you talk about it being too late, people say, well, look at you, Owen. You left going to law school and you did RSD. Do you fucking understand the level of luck involved? You think that what we did was hard work? Do you know how many motherfuckers have talent and hard work? Success is a conversion of talent, hard work, and what? Luck. Okay, and your background. So, like, for example, if the Julien Gate hadn't happened to you, Julien Media Fiasco, you wouldn't even be doing this channel now. What seems like bad luck is actually good luck. If I hadn't had to say the book The Game and the betrayal in the game, which if you read is just very off the wall, it wouldn't have forced me to dig deeper to the point that I did become that guy that decades later I'm like, I'm going out fucking 2 months, I can't even talk, and doing videos while I can't even fucking talk. Like just like that kind of work ethic and pedigree. A lot of that comes from, luckily, maybe getting bashed down. It comes from things like different crises that you face and whether or not you choose to go into the light or the dark. It's people that you meet, random fluke people that we happen to bump into that it was just so fucking lucky. And you can say that was God's will and that we had good intention and that God set us to do this. But you've also got to recognize that for every one person that you see successful, there's this shitload of waiters. Like, if we go in here, we're on Sunset Plaza in LA right now, on Sunset Boulevard. Do you know how many waiters are here that think they're going to be a model or actor or actress or whatever you call it? And they're going to keep being a waiter here until they're 40 and they threw their lives away. So at a certain point, you've got to recognize that there's certain unfair advantages that you may want to have before you dive into something. Also, a track record of being able to focus. If you got a crappy job now, if you're not able to focus on that crappy job, what makes you think that when you come to LA or New York or whatever, or London, whatever it is, that you're going to do any better? And you have to examine what are your unfair advantages, things that you have going for you. What is your history and track record of doing these kind of things? What is your game plan? Do you have the type of mental focus and track record of execution that you could do that game plan when you cut off your whole life and go into things? Do you know roughly what the money would look like? Do you know where what the rough path would look like? Now, the counter argument is if you just throw yourself into it, your mind will figure it out. And that's why this is so complex, because for every one person that we would help with this video, from fucking his life up with delusional, just throwing everything away, there's some other guy who might have actually been on the verge of greatness who we held back. And so that's why we're trying to show the two sides of it and showing what is realistic and where that is. So I think a good example would be when you're teaching dating, and you'll always teach dating to an extent, but then you shifted your primary focus into self-development. And so, a lot of people might have said, don't do this, Julien, because, you're the fucking shit with dating. And now if you do this other thing, it's like Jordan playing baseball. But then meanwhile, you just had this huge launch that was, one of the biggest launches our team has ever done in self-help and broke new ground, right? But on one level, you said, fuck the naysayers, and you did it, and you threw yourself in that position. You can maybe talk about some of the things that you did to throw yourself in that. But then on the flip side, you also did have certain qualifications to do that. And even though it was a stretch, it was still realistic.
Yeah.
As opposed to just being this delusional fantasy.
This happened with the self-help channel, and it happened when I moved to Los Angeles. So with the self-help, everyone was like, it's like, again, Jordan playing baseball. And it was crazy. Like, launching into that, there was a lot of hate, a lot of people saying you can't do it, a lot of people pissed because they're used to you saying and doing a certain thing, and then they're like, what the fuck is he doing? And you can only really depend on yourself, like, this is gonna work, give it time, build the skill set, polish the brand, polish the content, and trust that it will turn people around. And fortunately now it has. But for a long period of time, there was that, fuck everyone else, go against your, go for your dreams, fuck the rest. So that is useful, but at the same time, I played it smart, where I wasn't doing something that was completely different than what I was teaching when it comes to success with women. It wasn't like I started a cooking channel where I'm like, I'm going to stop the dating. I'm going to talk about cooking, vegan cooking, everyone. And then just out of the blue, start talking about fucking cooking where I have no experience about it at all. Dating, a lot of what I was teaching was self-help, except it was packaged under dating. So it was very similar, but different at the same time too. So there was that. There was also the fact that I knew how to put videos out there. I knew how to talk in front of the camera. I knew how to deliver content. I was working with clients. I could polish content. I could speak. I could give seminars. I could create whole events around it. Those were skills that I'd created. That was my track record. So I just replicated that in the self-help world. And that's really what I did. If you look at my, channels, for example, on YouTube with dating, like the way I built my dating brand is exactly how I built my self-help brand. Exactly. So track record with a little bit of, okay, burn the boats, let's do it, fuck everyone else, fuck the naysayers, but trusting in that track record. When moving to Los Angeles, it was the same thing. I was from Switzerland. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to drop out of college and move to LA. Now, at the time, it was scary as shit. There was a lot of naysayers too. And I'm like, okay, fuck them. I'm going to follow my dreams. But I already had the track record where I had mastered different things. I knew the required work. You know, the first thing that I'd mastered, although it may not seem like a lot of work, was learning an instrument. Like that was hours upon hours. So you get the realistic view of it doesn't just happen like that. Then success with women, which proved to myself, you know what, I can face these different challenges. I can step it up. Like I proved to myself I am a hustler. I figure it out. And moving to Los Angeles, I knew that I would still have that drive and it would be amplified by the burning of the boats. But it wasn't like I was completely slacking off. And I'm like, you know what, I just need to switch things up. I saw in an inspirational Instagram post that I just got to follow my dreams and fuck the naysayers. And then move to Los Angeles and just get destroyed, you know? And I want to reinforce that point too. It's like a lot of these, for example, actors, models and stuff that move to Los Angeles, like it sounds so good. Let's move to Los Angeles. You just get sucked into the day-to-day tasks. You know, they get sucked into the jobs waiting.
Especially if they're doing partying outside of those hours.
You have the party, you have the new city, and the exhaustion from your work, you know? And I had this too. Like when I moved to LA, people think it just happened like that. But for like, I mean, over a year, I just worked a bunch of shitty jobs, including coffee bean and tea leaf, you know, like serving coffee as a barista, like a Starbucks. And it was fucking exhausting. Like it was, you would see people like, you know, I'm just doing that to support my acting. And they had no time for acting. They had no energy for acting because it was all being spent in the fucking coffee bean.
So it's this total purgatory death spiral.
Yeah.
Where, and it's like their head is being ground into the dirt by the boot of life. Then they go home and they're so spent they just watch Netflix, maybe do the odd audition.
Or party.
And then party. Yeah. Yeah,
because like who the fuck wants to go home and work after that? You come home, you're just like, ugh. And again, you could watch this and be like, oh, it's just making coffee. It's like, no, that shit is exhausting.
In fact, because it's just making coffee is what's so horrible about it, because it's soul sucking.
Yeah, you're just like, I mean, fuck, to survive there, you have to literally become a robot. Like when I remember this, like I've dreams about this still, making those fucking coffees. Like you're there, and it was at the Grove in LA, so it was busy as shit. And say you're at the espresso bar, there's the menu, like a McDonald's menu, and there's like order 1, order 2, order 3, and it goes up to like 12, fucking 18 orders sometimes. And you're there with another person, and you're just like, boom. Like it has to be like, you can't even think. You're just like, engage, create drinks, pour this, don't steam this, don't, here, don't. There's like fucking 8 hours straight of this, with like maybe a 30-minute break. So you're just 8 hours straight, and then you leave, and you're like, now let's go work on my dream, you know? And I would see people just get crushed, and I mean, it's understandable. Like I had that inkling too, but with the track record here too, I knew I had the hustle. And in Switzerland, during summer jobs, I did those physically challenging jobs. You know,
yeah,
like
tell them that job you did, that crazy thing.
I mean, yeah, I did jobs like, I'll build up to it, like from working on a farm, like all these physical, exhausting jobs, working on a farm, like cutting grass and plants and trees downtown, like where you wear it's like this huge motor engine on your back, and there's like a huge metal string, and you're just going up these hills and shit. And then lastly, working on a garbage truck, and that was the most exhausting one. The best paid one, where I'd make like almost $6,000 a month, but so exhausting, like you'd come home, you couldn't walk. And I knew I survived that, and it kind of desensitized me. It got me ready, and I knew moving to LA, I would have the burn the boats leverage to step it up, and I had the skill set where I can survive it, I can hustle, I'm not gonna get sucked in to the exhausting lifestyle that it takes to survive out here. So there was the track record. Now what this means for you, if you're watching this, you know, it can be like scary, we're like, don't follow your dreams. It's like, no, use that as a tool, but starting now, build that track record. And it does help you feel less stuck. Because you could be watching this and you might be in a small town, like, I just need to get out to LA or a big city. No, start now. Even if you're in a shitty job, start now. The garbage truck, that was my track record. Coffee bean, that was my track record. If you have a shitty job now, use that to cultivate different skills. Use that to, you know, for example, build that hustle, build that tolerance of those intense jobs. Use that even if you want to go, for example, into management to see how they do stuff. use that to get your social skills down. Like that's what I did too. I was at the Coffee Bean and I'd just be chatting everyone up. You know, you're there at the register, you could be like, oh, this sucks, or chat, skill, publish the skill. Then that went into the other, you know, shitty jobs. And that too, even with the shitty jobs, it always built the track record, where after that, I went to work in a clothing store, Lucky Brand Jeans, and that's where I met you as a customer the first time.
My pregnant baby mom, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, there was that. With another thing with like tons of social skills. Then I went to sell for like a couple months car warranties over the phone, more social skills and sales skills, although that was somewhat sketchy, so I quit. Then worked 2-3 months selling cars at Honda, so more sales skills.
As a funny side note, they hired him because they said he has the face of an angel to get them to buy the cars, which I thought was very funny, because you also apply that to your dating.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's like you're hired, you have the face of an angel. And actually, a little side note with the Honda too, we looked up right before like how to get hired when you apply for, you know, a car dealership, and they say all you have to just keep saying is money. So it's like, why do you want to work here? Money. Like when I said it, I kid you not, I felt so ridiculous. I'm like, I can't believe I'm saying this. It's like, so why do you want to work here? Money. Okay, what else? Just money. There's nothing else. It's just money. What about make more money? And do you have any aspirations here? More money. Well, you know, okay. You know, anything else? Money. You're hired. And I mean, yeah, that teaches you. I mean, actually, the main thing there is it teaches you how to survive in a dog-eat-dog fucking environment, because everyone's a shark. If you're, you know, someone who's like, hey, a little too like, you know, untethered or just like naive, go do a job like that, you know, and it shows you like the complete opposite. Don't get so sucked in you become paranoid, like everyone's out to get me, but it wakes you up to fucking, you know, the other side of things. It wakes you up to reality fast. So in terms of building that track record, learn to extract value. You know, whether you're in, you know, the Coffee Bean, whether you're in, you know, clothes store, whether you're selling cars, whether you're doing internet marketing, like whatever it is, there is value to extract if you know what to look for. Okay, if you think right now your job is complete shit, it's dead end, guess again, there is something to extract. Okay, I extracted value from working on a fucking garbage truck as a summer job. What are your unfair advantages? What are your skills right now that you're really good at, that you're better than anyone else is at, and that just feel completely effortless to you? You know, and usually those are the things that are like authentic to you. What are you good at? What do people tell you, hey, you're really good at this? And it's usually something that you take for granted too. You might think like, I have no unfair advantages. You do, but because it doesn't seem like a lot of work to you, you don't realize it, you know? And beyond that, don't be so precise or nitpicky either. Don't be like, you know what, my one dream is this specific thing. It's like, no, find what needs are being met and then expand. For me, it could be, you know, say I'm doing music, which I did, and for a long time I wanted to be in a band. I could be like, you know what, it has to only be rock star. That's it. But no, if I dug deeper, it wasn't the one rock star. It's like anything that would allow me to unlock that creative expressiveness, which I'm doing now. So whatever you're into, widen it.
They call that your end values. Mm-hmm. So you think that you need to be a rock star, but really what you need is to be in a flow state where you express and share energy. Yeah. So where could you get that if the rock star thing wasn't panning out?
Yeah, because if you get so focused too, you're basically going to ignore and miss out on so many opportunities that would make you happy. Like say someone here is like, you know what, I must only be, what, like a Playboy model. It's Playboy model or Ford model or swimsuit model. And then there's these other opportunities that are thrown at them. They're going to block it off because it doesn't enter that world that's fueling only the Playboy model, only the Ford model. Or I want to be an actor in like a famous movie. And there's this awesome sitcom, let's just say. It's like, no, fuck that movie. So you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities if you're just too specific. But find your unfair advantages. Learn to build on them. Find something that is authentic and really turns you on. Do it for you, not for anyone else, and then be smart. And really make that pact too with yourself before you try anything, that even if you never succeed, you should be okay with that. And it's not about succeeding, it's about pursuing what you're after. Maximize your chances, play it smart, and then beyond that, pick something where you're happy either way. Like when I moved to Los Angeles, that's something I needed to do. And I sat down with myself and I was like, look, you played it smart here, you know you can do this, but if there's just not that luck factor. And if you never make it, would you still be happy and content? And the answer is yes. I would rather move to Los Angeles and just fail completely and never make it, but do something that I fucking love, than compromise that and do something that is, inauthentic to me. So there is that agreement. The same with the self-help channel. I can try this and maybe it'll tank, but it's something that I need to do. I'm going to play it smart, but something that I need to do. So whatever it is you're going to do before you burn the boats, ask yourself, are you okay with it tanking? Because luck is a factor. Everything right now, it's so much is on luck. And people hate that when you say it's about luck.
Yep.
It's both, but luck does play a part. Are you okay with that? If the answer is yes, then go for it.
A few things to add on to this would be similar to like your background experience with your work. I've been doing paper routes since I was about 7 or 8 years old, where I'd be sitting in my garage adding these inserts that were really slippery, like 13 of them or 17 of them, into about 400 or 500 newspapers as a little kid doing monotonous work, to the point where for me, it was very, very simple to shift into anything where I'm doing a lot of work. So from around age 7 or 8, it was normal for me to work all day and for it to be fucking mind-numbing. So at that point, whatever it is that I'm gonna put myself to, I have an optimal chance of being successful at it because I don't mind putting in the time. So that's one big thing, is that you've got to be building a work ethic and not feel like you're above it. They kind of complain about this with the millennials. I don't know if I agree with that or not, but like the millennials, blah, blah, like, they don't like to work, all that. I don't know if that's true or not, or just a bunch of haters. They're just hating on a lot of people having fun. I don't know. But there's at least some element of recognition there. So realize that. And even going along with that millennial thing, sometimes people meet me, and I'm always going to try to treat people as an equal and make them realize they're as cool as me, they're a peer, and so on and so forth. But sometimes I think that in LA here, there's this weird thing where somebody's like, I feel like I'm a good guy or good girl. I feel like I'm entitled to the best. I'm smart like Julien, or I'm smart like Owen. Maybe, I'm even smarter than Owen, or I'm smarter than Julien, but they don't understand why they're not crushing it financially, or at least, doing something creative that they love doing and getting a lot of recognition for it, whether that's financial or recognition or something big. You've got to understand the OCD, obsessive, loving nature of the craft itself that goes into where people are successful at something, right? Like I could say, I'm cool now, I don't need to do anything, or I could be out there just looking to carve out that tiny little fucking edge. If you even look at my neurology, I'm like, the tiny edge, like even just the way I fucking talk, you can tell that I'm just acclimated to being in there, and that's my natural state at this point, is fucking crazy, and I just do shit. Okay, that's normal for me to work. That's normal. That's how we're operating, okay? So yeah, for me, working is the easy part. Relaxing. Like how much easier would it be for me to just keep going right now than to be like, wait, I'm gonna relax. It's easier to work because that's been shifted into my neurology. I'm happier when I'm working. Luckily, my work is awesome, so it makes it easier. Also, I had unfair advantages. I recognize that I am so obsessed with what I teach. It's kind of weird. It's not even cool. It's like somebody who plays pool in their basement and they're a little too good at it, and you're like, really? Do you have a life? You fucking loser. That's not even impressive that you're that good at it. Well, find your pool. You're like that thing where you don't mind obsessing and geeking out and becoming world fucking class.
This is a must, like no matter who you are, master something. Master something, because that will show you the other side of things, where there is a lot of work. There's a lot of times where it's not flashy. It's not like these glorious things. It's like you by yourself hustling. It's not glamorous. It's not crazy. It takes a long time. It's a lot of times too, it's like those fundamental things where you just do them over and over and over again for a long period of time, and then it just pops. You gotta master something. And with the millennial thing, the environment we're in is pumping that ADD dabbler mindset more than anything. It's like right now you're probably multitasking as you're watching this. Boom, called you out. You probably have another tab open, or if you're on your cell phone, you're probably thinking of something else, talking to someone else, or have this on in the background, or if it's YouTube, you just scrolled the little, video down in the corner and you're scrolling through other YouTube videos. We're all just multitasking. We can't just stay focused on one thing.
Yeah, and you gotta understand how much anybody who's crushing it is gonna jam their dick in your mouth and in your ass ass and just fuck you in the ass viciously, taking all your money and just owning you in every single way, in nasty, dirty ways that you can't imagine, because you're sitting there dicking around in this ADD haze, and that's become normal. That's normal. And the playing field has been pulled so low that when you do that, you don't even think it's wrong. And then you're wondering where your multi-million-dollar empire is, why you're not just fucking bawling like what you're seeing in the lied-based Instagram posts that are full of shit from quasi-prostitutes who are being floated around by rich men from Dubai called the Hummus Mafia that are eating food that gives them diarrhea and shitting on their faces so that they can drive in a Bugatti in Dubai. Google that, okay? Check. Tag the sponsor. I don't know if it's all true, but you know, or like, it just, the bullshit that you're seeing is feeding you lies, the lies and bullshit. And so what you got to understand is they call it deep work. Look up Cal Newport, deep work. Go now. Okay, this is the one time you can multitask. Or look up the shallows, what the internet is doing to our brain. Basically, what happens is we get conditioned not to be able to lock in, and instead we get conditioned to get a dopamine spike, looking at things on the surface. So now what happens, you're like my homie that moved here to be an actor, you know, and you become an actor, and he's 30, and this guy comes to me 2 years later, we bump into each other at Whole Foods, and he just looks like he's had his face kicked in. He's like, I've been doing this acting thing. I heard that maybe I could get a commercial soon. And I'm like, dude, why? Why? No. You know, years of his life just stripped away because he watched, in his social media days, no less, in this weird ADD dopamine spike days, he watched somebody that said, it'd be better to try and fail, living your dream, than to be sitting there at that thing that you're not that passionate about. And best of all, that thing that he was doing before actually was cool. But when you're in low vibration energy, when you're not present to the moment, which gets conditioned by what? These bullshit little things that you see on social media, and you know, which conditions you not to be present, you lack gratitude for what you have. And then what happens is because again with Cal Newport, I think his previous book, it was called Be So Good They Can't Ignore You. And he actually created a counter argument to this whole find your passion thing, because there's two paradigms here. Find your passion says building something is going to get so hard that when it gets tough, you've got to be passionate about it or you'll quit. So find something you're passionate about. You'll have a natural aptitude. You're going to outcompete everybody, or at least you're going to crush it super hard because you're passionate. Awesome. Great. Good point. Thanks. But going deeper than that, you also have to recognize that if you do something all the time, your brain gets a euphoria from doing it. Your brain says, oh, wait a minute. He gains survival and replication value. Like basically look up any evolutionary book, like anything that kind of just helps you from this task that he does. Well, shit, then let's make him like it. Some people can wander around like a leaf in the wind, like, is this my passion? Yeah. Is that my passion? At a certain point, you got to pick something. And the longer that you wait to pick something, the more that somebody else is getting ahead of you. So in your early 20s, yes, dabble around, see what's out there. But at a certain point, recognize that the commitment is actually what makes you enjoy it and get good at it, right? Like, so for me, I could have been in law school. There's so many other things I could have done. I was going to a great college. But it was when I cut all that and commit to RSD, well, that's when things started to go better. And by the way, there is a weird counter argument, because on one level we want to say, you know, did you have that shitty job when you're younger where you learned about extended focus, work ethic, solving problems outside the box? That's a big one. Getting outside the box, like different dynamic moving factors and finding solutions as they're coming at you. And being somebody who is a winner, not a loser. Like I always think in life, there's winners and losers. Losers, I got an excuse for this and an excuse for that. They just never fucking, it's just always fucking something, man. There's no excuse. Just fucking win. Okay, like there's no excuse for anything, just win. It's like your mind, when you see different fucking problems, it should start elevating and cranking and thinking outside the box and looking at shit and talking to people and reading books and fucking until you get it. Okay, I'm showing you a side of myself here. Okay, but answer. So winners, they just win. You know, they take losses here, there, they fuck up, but overall the trajectory is winning. Losers, it's always like, well, you know, I came, it didn't pan out. It's just always some fucking shit, and it's all true to them, and it's all real, and it's really not their fault, but it is. So, you see the idea. So that being the case, be that guy that's a winner, get extended focus, and work on that at home in manual labor. But if you truly, truly believe that the reason that you can't focus is because you're not passionate, maybe consider burning the boats, and maybe when you fuck your whole life off and you get in that new passion, maybe then you'll be triggered to focus. Maybe. Big maybe here. If you don't, you're fucked. But if you feel that you can kick into that kind of gear, then yes, maybe burn the boats, even though you have no track record, no this, no that. Maybe when you're finally in your thing, it will switch on. It actually might. But be aware, look deeply at what you're getting yourself into, and plan for contingencies and set it up so that you've got your best shot possible.
Burning the boats could easily be viewed as just another excuse to dabble, where it's like, you know what, I don't really feel this. I should just follow. It must mean it's not my dream. Try this. Oh, I don't really feel this. It's not my dream. Or you do it, as you said, like in a reaction to something, where it actually is something you're into, but you don't want to hustle, or you're just like in this very negative state, you're like, fuck it, and in reaction, you just quit.
Look up the concept of burning the boats. So that's the first paradigm that we covered here. It's very powerful. When you cut off all other options, you awaken parts of your brain to make you succeed that never could have been woken up otherwise. So that's very powerful. Look that up. At the same time, also look up things like extended focus, building a track record, looking at unfair advantages. You know, your background is a part of who you are, and while you don't need to know every step, and if you insist on knowing every step, you're gonna fucking fail. So don't insist on knowing every single step. At the same time, have at least some kind of general game plan about what you're doing. And if you do that, make the choice to commit to something, and man, you're gonna fucking crush it. It's gonna be amazing. And the benefits of that are, you get to write your own ticket in life. You know, when you're actually out there hustling it out and you build some kind of world-class skill, or maybe you build a business of some type, or you know, you help people in some way, or you're a Class A person in an organization who helps other people to do things that change the world, and then you get really well compensated for that and recognition. You're part of a powerful movement and team. Whatever that is, it's gonna be amazing. But ultimately, society pays for those that provide exceptional value. And when you provide that kind of exceptional value, people are lining up to be part of it, because most people in the world are entitled, unfocused, and excuse makers. For every one person that has their shit together, I would suspect there's probably thousands where it's just one excuse after another. They're not gonna do shit. Stack everything in your favor, like he said, everything from the right foods, meditation, reading, peer groups, habits, pushing your comfort zone, and using whatever situation that you're in now, which is not your optimal situation, to practice for the big game. Look, we're sitting there when we first were hanging out. We drive out to Phoenix, we might have a seminar with like 12 people. But we took that just as seriously as now if we have 700 or 1,000. It doesn't matter what that moment is, you're engaging with it because that's the level that you're at. We'll look back at this video someday as fucking clown shit, but it doesn't matter. We still took this video, one little camera out here. Maybe someday we got all the Red Epics out and the fucking Ari Alexas on a video like this, a full production team. Sometimes we do have stuff like that, but the point is, this is what we're doing right now. You can live your dreams. You don't want to give up on your dreams, do you?
Fuck the naysayers.
Fuck them. You would rather fail and be a loser and at least know that you tried than to stay in this comfort zone. So fuck it all right now.
Burn the boats.
And burn the boats, and automatically, regardless of what shit happens, you have total incompetence. You're gonna win if you just take this one simple step. That's all there is. From Los Angeles, California, with Julien Blanc. Oh no! Bringing the evil to you in your home, on your phone, on your computer, so that you cannot do what you're supposed to do and jerk off to a couple guys who you think are cool, sitting there drinking some motherfucking tea. Peace.
If we're related, we'll meet. So today I feel like I've met my family, and everybody else here has also.
It's just amazing that something like this exists, that people can share with each other what they feel.
All the time I felt like there was something missing. I really feel like I've just addressed all these problems that have been like sitting inside of me.
He's given me and everyone else in the room today tools to really let go of the baggage that you accumulate throughout your life.
I've been hanging around with people for 2 years. I have like a stronger connection to some of you right now than I have with them.
Now I'm sure that this is the right path.